Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to Bow Making Monday. I am Ashley Greenwood from Little Greenwoods Creations. I am a former kindergarten teacher turned wreath maker turned successful Etsy shop owner, and now I am combining my love of teaching and wreath making to help you learn how to make beautiful things for your home. So come on in. Chances are, if you're watching right now, you are probably watching the replay over on Facebook or YouTube. And just type in replay, let me know where you're watching from. I'm in my home in South Carolina. I love all the hearts this morning on TikTok. Good morning, TikTok. So I like to go live on both Facebook, Good Morning Facebook, and TikTok at the same time. So when you see me bouncing back and forth, that's just what I'm doing. I'm spreading the love and letting everyone join me this morning. So we have some bows to make. We have Easter, spring, and Christmas. I know. Listen, this sweet, sweet lady, excuse me, from St. Louis ordered a ton of bows yesterday to go with a greenery wreath that she's purchased. So we're still making those. This is what I use to make bows with. This is an easy bow maker. You can find it on Amazon. I have it linked in my storefront, so if you want one, I can hook you up. You love my shirt, and it's so cute. She's precious. My favorite place to order t-shirts is Peach Marketplace. I believe there is a link on TikTok in my profile, so you can find it there. And if you're on Facebook and you want me to share the link for Peach Marketplace, just type in t-shirt and I'll share that for you. Okay? All right, let's get started. First, we are going to make a sweet little Easter bow. I have a niece that I adore. She is 2.5 and she's so much fun. And I thought it would be sweet to make a bow to go on her Easter basket. She's, oh my gosh, she's the cutest thing. So here is our focal ribbon. Good morning, everybody on TikTok and Facebook. This is our focal ribbon. Cute little Easter egg pattern, very pastel-y, very, very Eastery. I'm going to pair it with a plaid. It's really more like a gingham. Hey, Justin, good morning. I'm going to pair it with this plaid. Sweet colors. All the colors go together. And then I will add a solid. Let me get this open. Guys, this ribbon came from my D-stash that I purchased a couple of years ago. A D-stash is when another maker just wants to get rid of their stuff. And I was there for her. I helped her out. Here's my solid. All of these are 2.5-inch wired ribbon, okay? Hello, my friend Misty. I hope you had a good weekend. Guys, who watched the Super Bowl party? Not I. I was upstairs making bows last night for my Super Bowl party. All right, so here's what we have. Let's go one more time. I have a focal ribbon, which has a pattern or like a motif on it. I am pairing it with a stripe, a plaid, and a solid. Cause, how fun is that? Hello, Nika from Austin. I'm so glad you're hanging out with me. Misty said she ate all the yummy food. Yeah, listen, y'all. My husband is not watching, so I can tell you. He is being very diligent about doing low carb. Okay. I hate low carb. So our party food, it wasn't real fun. I mean, you know, it was good, but I wanted some good party food. And he was like, no, let's don't make that. So I didn't have yummy party food because I didn't want to make my husband sad. I wish I had some. Martha, I'm so glad you hung out with me last night. All right, here we go. Down in between the dowels on my Easy Bow Maker. I'm gonna make a 10-inch round bow. So here's what you have to do, okay, friends? You see how it's standing up in between the dowels? You are going to use your thumbs and compress that ribbon as much as you can in between the dowels. So here we go. And now I'm going to twist it completely over, away from me, just like that. Because I just noticed I did my thing like I used to do when I was teaching kindergarten. Habits are hard to break. All right, a 5-inch, a 10-inch round bow means that your loops are 5 inches. Got it? Hey, Marietta. I know, isn't she adorable? So cute. Peach Marketplace. The link is in my profile on TikTok. Guys, this is a canvas ribbon. It's really pretty. I really like it. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It's like Goldilocks. It's just right. I'm going to toss my ribbon in my laundry basket in the floor, so it's all right there. Good morning, Lily. I'm so glad you're hanging out with me from Bakersfield. Okay, let's put all of these loops where we want them to be. Such a pretty color. I really wish my shirt was this color. It almost is, but not quite. Good morning, Wanda. I'm going to spin it around. Next, I'm going to come in with my check. Now, this is a wimpy kind of ribbon. It does not have a really good wire. It is super, super thin, but I like the pattern, and I'm going to use it anyway. I really like how the edges are yellow. Isn't that, it's just a little something, something. When you have a ribbon that is wimpy, the best thing you can do if you want to use it is to put a stronger, more sturdier ribbon underneath it, all right? And that will hold up your little wimpy ribbon. So, tip of the day, if you have a wimpy ribbon, put a higher quality, better ribbon underneath it, and it will hold it up for you. Okay, measuring out. I am keeping pressure on my bow as I make. Listen, guys, I know that this, excuse me, may be a hard angle for you to see. If you want a really detailed bow tutorial, I have one for you. It's in my profile on TikTok. And if you're on Facebook, just type bow tutorial and I'll get it to you, okay? But someone is asking, how does it feel not to wear glasses anymore? Listen, muscle memory is when I wake up in the morning, I feel around on my bedside table to find my glasses. So I've still done that several times. Even though I can see, I can totally see. Also, muscle memory is I want to like take my contacts out. I don't have any contacts in, so that's pretty awesome. I love it. It was definitely worth doing. I really loved it. Guys, if you don't know, I had LASIK last Tuesday. And I'm so happy that I made the choice to get it done. All right, let's pull these gently around where we want them to be. I hold pressure at the bottom of the dowels so that I don't pull my loops and tails out. Someone on TikTok is asking, do I sell bows? Absolutely. I have an Etsy shop, and you can find the link to that on TikTok by going to my profile and clicking the link, scrolling down to where you see visit the Etsy shop. Now we're going to put our focal ribbon. Now, this kind of does look like a directional ribbon, okay? Because this way, my sweet little Easter eggs are going right side up. This way, they're upside down. I am not worried about that. I'm not stressing about that. This is a round bow. It doesn't matter, okay? So, let it go. Hey, Joyce, you had LASIK done a few years back. Hey, Tammy. Tammy's still getting used to seeing me without glasses. Wait till I can put makeup on. I'm wearing makeup tomorrow. I'm so excited. I haven't been able to wear eye makeup since I had the procedure done because they don't want you rubbing your eyes to remove your eye makeup. And I want to see what it looks like with eye makeup. All right, I'm going to spin it around. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this is really pretty together, guys. This is really cute. Hey, Christy, how are you? I'm having a great morning. This is Bow Making Monday, guys. I go live every Monday morning at 10 a.m. And we just hang out. We talk about ribbons. We talk about bows. We talk about where to shop for ribbons, which is really important. I do love to shop at Sam's, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, but there's so many other places where we can find great quality ribbon and support small local businesses or small online businesses. So if you want to know where I shop, you can get that list by going to the link in my profile on TikTok. Or if you're on Facebook, just type in shop ribbons and I will help you get there. And listen, last night when we were on for the Super Bow party, people said they were having a hard time entering their email to get the list. I don't know why, but if you have a hard time with that, just let me know. You can send me a direct message. Technology is hard. All my wreath making friends understand. That's one of the things that you have to do when you take a leap of faith and open up a small business is you have to learn how to do a whole lot of technology that you never thought you were going to learn how to do. Oh, Carrie, isn't he adorable? Listen, I just packed up his sister. His sister is on the way to Missouri. Gosh, I can't remember. But I still have this one. He's so pretty. So adorable. Let's see. Someone is asking, do I have any suggestions of where to buy double-faced satin ribbon in bulk? What do you use double-faced satin ribbon for? Maybe that will help me lead you in the right direction. All right, let's cut this off. All right there. Super cute. How do you decide where to put the focal ribbon? That is totally up to you. Sometimes I put it towards the bottom. Sometimes I put it towards the top. Just depends on what you think is going to look best. There are no right or wrong answers, all right? Wreath making does not have to be complicated. It really doesn't. Really. You know, you just do it, and if you decide, I don't really like that, take it apart and do it over again. Hey, Diane, you are so kind. Diane is asking, can I tell you about my upcoming membership? So I am starting a monthly membership. It starts the first week of March. We're going to meet once a month. I'm sorry, once a week, not once a month. We're going to be making beautiful wreaths, arrangements, lantern swags, bows. We're going to have a maker's meetup once a month, and that will be live on Zoom. And we're going to be talking about, like, I want my community to help me build the membership that they want. So that means when it's time for us to have our makers meetup on Zoom, I'm going to ask them, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do a bow making session? Do you want to talk about Etsy? Do you want to talk about putting flowers together? Like, what do you want to know? So I'm really, really excited about that. Mama Pit Crew says she makes ribbon lays for graduations. I think that Pioneer Wholesale may have something that you might be able to use. So check out Pioneer Wholesale. I missed a question on Facebook. Hold on one second. Let me go back. Bridget is asking, do you suggest having a website to sell? Or what do you recommend for a wreath business? I have so many thoughts on that. Okay. Here's my thoughts on that. Having your own website. You have to think about, well, let me back up. I suggest that if you are going to start a wreath making business, that you begin on Etsy. That is the easiest way to get started. And people come to Etsy looking for the things that we sell with their credit card in their hot little hand, and they are ready to make a purchase, okay? So, I recommend starting on Etsy. That's the only place that I sell. Some people may want to have a Shopify site. I have a Shopify site, but it is not for selling wreaths. It is for selling digital tutorials, so it's a little bit different. And I think that having a standalone website for a wreath making business, such as a Shopify site, is a little bit trickier because you are responsible for sending all of the traffic. And that is pretty tricky. I hope that makes sense, guys. Dora, I don't know if they ship to Canada. You need to do your research about that. But I'm sure if you go to their website, they probably have that information for you. All right, last ribbon is my sweet little stripe that matches all the colors so pretty. I'm going to go down with my thumb, smushing it down. I'm going to twist it away from me until it is completely over. Push that down. Listen, if you have questions about starting a business, getting started on Etsy, I'll be happy to answer your questions, but you always need to remember everything is Googleable, okay? If you have a question, honest to goodness, just type it in and you'll find it. So my friends that want to know who ships ribbon to Canada, I would think that if you just did a Google search for wreath making suppliers that ship to Canada, something's going to come up, okay? You're welcome, Bridget. All right, let's cut my bind wire. This is the cutest ribbon, the cutest bow ever. Look how pretty that is. That is adorable. Good morning, Aspen Soap Company. Hold on one second. Yes. Hey, Linda. Linda says she would like to buy 2 of the bows that I am making right now with some ribbon hanging down for Easter. Linda, I would love for you to reach out to me on TikTok, and then we can move the conversation over on Etsy so I don't get confused, okay? All right, here is my bind wire. I'm going to slide it up under here again. I know I went really fast to make this. If you want a detailed bow tutorial, it's in the link in the profile, okay? All right, here we go. Let me part my ribbon. I really gravitate towards more vibrant colors, but this is making me really happy. Super pretty. All right, let's finish it off. So fingers go on the back, thumb goes on the top, just like this. I need to shimmy my zip tie over towards the middle. So let me carefully do that without shifting this big stack of ribbon that I have. Let me pull my buckle. Hold on. Here we go. I got a little out of order to what I normally did, and I had to like stop and think about it. Okay, let's tighten this down. I'm gonna put my thumb in that little button loop that I made. That's the small little loop in the middle, and tighten it down really, really good. Hey, Carrie. Carrie says she loves bright colored bows like this because they make her smile. It's so sweet. Here we go. Yes, Nikki, I only did one loop of the striped ribbon. Twisting that down. Now, because I moved all of the loops around as I was working, the bow's pretty much done, but it needs a little bit of fluff. And hello, my friend Lauren. Guys, Lauren Kilgore from Beautiful Mesh is a fantastic wreath maker. She and I are going to get to do something so much fun later this week. We are going to the Blossom Bash Wreath Retreat in Savannah that is hosted by Candy from Candy's Creations and several other amazing wreath makers. I'm so excited to get to go. I can drive there, which means I don't have to take an airplane by myself because I am not about that life. I am a little too scared. Yes, it's coming Friday. All right, let me just get this where I want it to be. This is so pretty. I'm going to have to list this in the Etsy shop for real. Look how pretty that is. Adorable. How cute would this be on an Easter wreath? Like a baby's Easter wreath? Super cute. I gotta take glamour shots to get it on the Etsy. Love it. All right, here we go. Let's keep on moving. Now, I want to make some bows for me because I have two fakey fake greenery trees on either side of my front door, okay? I keep white Christmas lights on them all year round because it just makes me very happy. And now I am ready for spring and I want to make some bows for my trees that are on the front porch. So you have to imagine they're in like big concrete pots and they're just like little greenery. They look like Leland cypresses, but they're not. I got them off Amazon. They need a bow. So let's make two bows for my little fakey fake trees out front. Good morning, Angela. I'm so glad you're here today. So here's the ribbons that I pulled. First, this is my focal ribbon. Really pretty. But butterfly print. Lots of pretty colors, yellows, greens, kind of a hot pink, some oranges and peaches. So this is what I'm going to pull colors out of. I'm going to pair it with this plaid because how springy is that? Love it. Then I've got a peachy color. Guys, do you think this is a peach or a pink? What are you thinking? Peachy or pink? It's kind of a mixture in between. And then let's add another pop of yellow with this really pretty gingham. Okay, so this is, like I said, my front porch. I'm gonna put one on top of both of the little trees out front. So let's make it. Someone says it looks pink. I think you might be right. It looks more, it almost looks coral. I'll put it that way. In real life, it may look a little bit different on camera, but it almost looks corally colored. It is pouring down rain here today in South Carolina, and I have the urge to redecorate and make some pretty bows for my front porch. The urge to redecorate is really strong. Does anybody ever get to that point where you think, this room needs a little something, something? I am to that point. I think I'm going to redecorate our dining room. So we'll see. Without spending too much money. All right, I want this to be a big bow, so my loops are going to be 6 inches. Hey, Wendy. Wendy is asking, how has it been designing after my surgery? Listen, I had LASIK done. Super fast recovery time. I got up from the procedure and could read the clock across the room, which I had not been able to do since I was 14. Yeah, it was great. So I am doing very well. Thank you for asking. I can see up close and far away, which is amazing. I donated all of my glasses except for one pair to the Lions Club here locally. Giving away my glasses was kind of hard. I felt like I was dropping my children off or leaving my friends somewhere. It would make me kind of sad. Carrie says she gets the urge to redecorate and it becomes a huge project. Yeah, I want to redecorate the dining room. I'm not going to paint it. I'm not painting. I've already painted it. I'm not painting it. But I would like to, well, here's what started it. I have a good friend that is a painter. You may have seen me posting a picture in a couple of videos ago, or posting it on TikTok. She made such a wonderful piece of artwork for me that I want to redecorate the whole dining room around it. So yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna come in with my peachy pink coral. Martha, did you see my picture? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's exactly what I wanted. I sent my girlfriend a couple of inspiration pictures just to get started. And I gave her a frame that I had actually bought from Goodwill, and she just painted inside that frame. So if you look at the picture, you'll see that there's some paint around the edges. I'm gonna paint the frame. It's gonna be so pretty. All right, I'm coming in with my second layer. This is a 1.5 inch, kind of peachy, pinky, corally color. Let's move it around to where we want it to be. Just like that. So second layer. I want these to be big. I want these to be seen from the street, okay? They're going on little trees on either side of our front door. Next, I'm going to come in with my focal ribbon, which is this pretty butterfly print. Someone said, I think Tony said that he had gotten this print from Sam's recently, so they still may have it. All right, let's cut these wires coming off. Coming out the bottom. Big long tail. Smushing it down. Now, I am making this for myself. I don't care if my butterflies are upside down. And goodness knows, no one is going to be able to see it from the street. So, I'm just going for it. But sometimes when we have directional ribbon, we really want to make sure that the direction of the ribbon for the tails looks good. Pushing it down, I'm going to twist it over away from me. Every once in a while, I will get a question about how I twist the ribbon. I twist it away from me, but if it's easier and more comfortable for you to twist it towards you, then go ahead and do it that way. Remember, doesn't have to be hard, doesn't have to be complicated. That's the goal of my monthly membership, is to teach you guys it doesn't have to be hard. And you can make beautiful things for your home that you can use to decorate your home, like arrangements, wreaths, bows for all year round, or to give as gifts to family and friends. Let's gently tug these where we want them to be. Just like that. Now I'm going to come in on top with my pretty yellow gingham. Lauren, you are so sweet. Lauren says she loves my teaching style. Listen, if I can teach a kindergartner how to hold a pencil and write their name and cut with scissors, a 4-year-old how to cut with scissors, I can teach you how to make a bow. Because you may not think that that is a tricky thing to do, but let me tell you, there's lots of little babies that really struggle with their fine motor. All right, one more layer. In between the dowels on the Easy Bow Maker, I'm going to push it down to compress that ribbon as much as I possibly can. Twist it completely over. Yes, even if the ribbon is the exact same on both sides, you have to twist your ribbon. It just makes it prettier. I promise. Let me pull this tail down. Notice I lift it up just a little bit and then I twist it over. Oh, Bridget, you are so kind. Bridget on Facebook says, I am very patient and she bet I was a wonderful teacher. I really enjoyed teaching for a really long time. And I taught public school for about 14 years. And then I was in a private church preschool teaching 4K for like 6 or 7. I can't exactly remember. One day after I was teaching, I came home. I was vegging out on the couch, scrolling through Facebook, and I saw this lady playing with flowers and ribbons and making beautiful wreaths. And I had always made stuff like that for our home. So I just like fell down the rabbit hole of watching her make. And then I realized that she had a business. She had an Etsy shop and she was selling beautiful things on Etsy and making an income from that. And then I realized that she was teaching others how to do it and she was making more income from that. And I thought, I can do that. I can totally do that. And so I got started. And here I am, sitting up in our guest bedroom of our home, teaching you guys how to do it. And not teaching anymore. I'm teaching you, but I'm not teaching little ones. All right, here we go. I'm parting the waters, pressing that ribbon down as good as we can, tightening it halfway. Hey, awesome mom, you are so sweet. Okay, here we go. Pulling it out. Here's what it looks like on the back. Isn't that such pretty colors? When do the teaching classes start? My monthly membership starts the first week in March. So if you are on my email list and if you're following me, all the places, you're going to be hearing a whole lot about it really, really soon. How long have I made wreaths and bows? Bridget is asking. Since the fall of 2019. That's when I got started. And I retired from teaching about 3 years ago. Gosh, that's crazy. It doesn't seem that long. I miss my teaching family. I do miss my friends. It's just me and the dog hanging out. Oh, Dora, I am so happy that I have inspired you. Here we go. Okay, let's make it pretty. Let's pull that up. I'm putting this on my trees. I gotta make one more, guys, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and make it while we're hanging out. And then we're gonna make a Christmas bow together because somebody ordered a Christmas bow. Awesome Mom on TikTok is asking a question. She said, do I lay the wire down first? Nope, I don't. TJ is asking, how much is the monthly membership? It's going to be $18 a month. You will get a weekly tutorial. It's going to be so much fun. I'm very excited. You can get on the wait list for that by going to the link on TikTok and clicking that very first image, and that will put you on the wait list. And if you are watching on Facebook and you would love to join the wait list for the monthly membership, just type waitlist and I will get you that link. It's a little bit harder for people on Facebook to get to where they need to be. So I have just started asking people just to type what they like, and then I'll come back and hook them up. I love this ribbon. It is a really nice weight. Like the little ribbon that we were using earlier to make the super cute pastel Easter bow, it was really, really thin. Pushing it down. Let's cut our tail. I'm gonna move these loops where I want them to be. Next, I'm going to come in with my peachy coral. You're very welcome. So you might wonder, like, well, what do you get for $18 a month? You get a weekly meeting where we make a tutorial together. I give you the supply lists, and if I can't find exactly what I have used because I can't find it anymore, I will give you a comparable so that you can purchase it. But really, it's not about the supplies. It is about learning the recipe. It's about learning the recipe so that you can learn how to create something beautiful on your own. And you don't have to rely on other people to help you do it. Okay, here we go. Down in between the dowels on the Easy Bow Maker. I'm gonna twist this ribbon away from me. Measuring out 6-inch loops because I want a big bow. And yes, this ribbon is wired. Oh, that's really too long. Let's cut this one a little bit shorter. Just like that. One of the most fun things about wreath making is choosing the patterns and the colors of florals and ribbons to go together. So make sure you're having fun with that. I always choose a focal ribbon like this butterfly print, and then I just pull colors out of it, mix and match patterns and solids. I thought about using a polka dot in this, but I couldn't quite find a polka dot that I really wanted, so we're going to use the yellow gingham instead. Twist it away from me. Now, when I was first beginning wreath making, I didn't use zip ties. I used floral wire to tighten up my bows. I just could never get the floral wire to work really well for me. But I know that some of you guys out there, that might be what you use to tighten your bows and you don't use zip ties. So tell me, do you use floral wires or do you use a zip ties on your bows? Let's move these apart. Someone's asking about Sam's ribbon. I need to do a TikTok about that. I was very underwhelmed. There wasn't a ribbon that I thought, oh my gosh, I really, really need to get that. Mommy Kim says she can't get the wire tight enough to hold the bows, and she started using zip ties. Yes, I'm telling you, I love, love, love zip ties. Makes a huge difference. You can find my most favorite ones, I call them my Goldilocks ones, in my Amazon storefront. They're not too big, they're not too little, they're not too fat, they're not too thin. They're just right. Okay, one more layer. And then we'll finish off this beautiful bow. It's gonna go outside on my front porch. Hey, Claudia. Claudia says zip ties were a game changer for her. Me too, girl, because I could not. Those are some sad bows when I first started out. It just goes to show you, don't give up. Just because one way doesn't work, try something a little different, and maybe it will work for you. Tammy says she has to use a needle nose pliers to twist to get it tight enough. Yeah, I don't have time for all that. Oh, okay. So Aspen Soap and Candle Company is asking about the orange with the frayed edges. I felt that, and it looked really thin. My wreath makers who have been stocking Sam's ribbon, do you know the orange ribbon? It's a 1.5 inch. It's got some frayed on the edges. I felt it, and it just didn't seem all that great. But I would love to know what you think, okay? Cami is asking, why do I just do the one tail and not two of the same pattern? Because I want these cute little tails poking up from the top. I'll show you in just a second. Let me get my bind wire. Guys, this is bind wire. It's amazing. I love, love, love it. Let me cut that off. Smush down that ribbon. Part the ribbon so I can find the buckle of my zip tie. I'm going to tighten it about halfway down, then I'm going to pop it out just like this. Claudia says her husband was at Sam's and called her and said they've got ribbon. One video call later and you had 8 different ones. Let me know which one you like the most, Claudia. I would love to know. Ooh, he got the canvas ones. Very good. Okay, so here's the back. There is my zip tie and my bind wire. Remember, it doesn't matter what color the bind wire is. It matters that it's 2 millimeter, okay? I'm gonna pull the tail of my zip tie to the back. And then I need to shimmy the zip tie more in the center of all of those loops, okay? Well, hello, Millie. My dog has come to visit. The carrots. I think I got carrots last year. I need to go look. The carrot ribbon is what Claudia is talking about. Give it 2 little twists. Hello, Stacy. Stacy, I'm making these bows for my front porch. All right, let's fluff it up. Pulling it around. How cute is that? All right, so someone was asking, why do I just do one tail on the bottom? Sometimes when you have a whole bunch of tails on the bottom, it just gets a little too bulky. Like there's just so much ribbon down here. And you can't really see all of the tails because they get nestled behind each other. So one thing that I like to do is just have one big long tail for each ribbon, and then a little tail or short tail coming off the top of it, okay? Hey Mason. Mason is asking, where am I going to put these on the front porch? I have 2 fake cypress trees on my front porch. They're in concrete planters that I got from my mother-in-law's home, and I'm going to put these on top. I keep white Christmas lights, twinkly Christmas lights on them all year round because it just makes me so happy. So these are going on that. Let's make a Christmas bow. Yes, a Christmas bow, y'all. Listen, I had a customer reach out to me. She ordered a ton of bows to go on a greenery wreath. And last night for Super Bow Party, we made a patriotic bow, a Valentine's bow. I'm looking at them down there. An Easter bow, a spring bow, and a fall bow. All of those for her to put on that wreath throughout the year. And we got to do this. If someone wants a custom bow, how do they contact me? That is a great question. I would love it if they would reach out to me on Etsy. And on TikTok, you can find my Etsy shop at the bottom of the page where you click over. So there's a link in profile, right? Just like on Instagram, there's a link in bio. TikTok, there's a link in profile. You click that link, scroll down to the bottom, and it's visit the Etsy shop, and that's how they could reach out to me. 2 different plaids, 2 different sizes of the same plaid. This is my favorite Christmas plaid. They do not make it anymore. Then we have cute little saying ribbon and a black and white stripe. So let's make it together. I'm going to start on the bottom with this 2.5-inch plaid. She wants a big bow, kind of like just what we made. Pretty much the same kind of recipe. So let's measure out a 12-inch tail. Smush that ribbon. Twist it completely over. Guys, I see lots of people following me. I am so excited that you are here. If you want to learn more about how to make bows for wreaths, arrangements with faux florals, I would love for you to follow along. In my profile, there is all sorts of goodness. There's a free bow making tutorial. There is where I shop for ribbons, where I shop for florals, all sorts of goodness. There's also a place for you to join the wait list for my new monthly membership that is beginning in March. So make sure you hop over to my homepage and click that link in profile so you can see all the good things. And make sure you follow along. Okay, 2 loops on each side. I'm gonna cut that tail. Love this ribbon. Now I'm gonna use my thumb and hold down at the base of the Easy Bow Maker and tug these loops to where I want them to be. One up, one down. Next, I will come in with my cute little print. It may be backwards. It's like Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, all that good stuff. I'm gonna do the same pattern. Pushing it down. Now this is directional ribbon, but I'm not really worried about it. It's so busy that it's really not going to be a big deal if the words are upside down, in my opinion. But you know what? I'll show you how to switch it around. I'll show you how to turn these upside down words into right side up. Just give me 1 second. Push it down. Twist it over. Okay, one more loop. Pushing it down. Hey, Katniss. Katniss, I love this shirt too. I know Valentine's Day is this week, but haven't we all moved on to Easter already? Okay, let's talk about it. I'm going to show you a trick. If you look carefully at this ribbon, you will see that the words on this side are right side up. You can read them, they look great. Over here on this side, they are all upside down. Now, that normally really wouldn't bother me because this ribbon is so busy. I don't think it's that big of a deal. If it was bunny rabbits and they were upside down, that would really bother me. So let me teach you a trick of how to fix it. All you have to do is take your thumb, press down on the other side. You're going to hold them in place. You're going to grab that loop at the base as close to the dowel as you can get it, and you're going to flip it completely over. Okay? Completely over. You might need to tug it in place a little bit to get it to really lay flat, but you're just going to twist it completely over. Easy peasy. Let me do the other one. Oh my gosh, I do sound like a kindergarten teacher today with my easy peasy. Down here close to the dowel. I'm going to twist it completely over. And like I said, you might have to take just a few seconds and really lay that ribbon flat. There we go. But now, all your words are going the right way. It's a really simple, quick trick. All right, one more. No, two more ribbons. We're gonna add this black and white stripe. Katniss says, she says easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I loved teaching 4-year-olds. That is my most favorite age for my personal children, my home children, as I always call them. And I loved teaching sweet little 4-year-olds. So much fun. With this layer of loops, I am making them 1 inch shorter. So instead of a 6-inch loop, I'm going to be doing 5-inch loops, just get a little bit shorter. Doing this allows the ribbons on the bottom to be seen better because you're not covering it up so much. Push that down. Okay, go. Cut that tail off. Let's pull these to where we need to be. When I first started out, I did not have the space to put all of my ribbons out and on display, which made it really tricky when you got a Christmas order in February, but now I have these big ribbon racks and I'm able to keep everything out so I see it all the time and I can get to it easily. But I know a lot of you cannot do that. So I suggest always making sure that when you're purchasing storage containers that they are clear so you can see in them. Yeah, I got LASIK. It's been awesome. I look different because I don't have glasses on and I don't have any mascara. I get to wear mascara tomorrow. I'm very excited about it. All right, down in between. One long tail. I'm only doing one long tail, okay? I'm going to twist the ribbon and do a smaller loop in the middle. Push, push, push. There we go. Bind wire. Love this stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. This is about a 16-inch length of bind wire. Grab my favorite zip tie. Now listen, if you don't have bind wire, do not let it stop you from making beautiful bows. You don't have to have bind wire. You can use pipe cleaners from Walmart to make bows with. Don't get hung up on the things that you don't have or things that you think you must have. There's very few things that you absolutely must have to make wreaths. Don't you agree, Claudia and Katniss? You need some hot glue. I love my glue skillet, but you know, a lot of people just use a glue gun and that is okay. Not a big deal. You need, I love this little tool right here, this Easy Bow Maker, but maybe you are able to learn how to make bows by hand. That is amazing. I cannot do that. A good pair of scissors, some wire cutters. Yeah. Yes, you can make do until you can get something different. Exactly right. Do not let it stop you. If you want to make pretty things, don't let it stop you. I started making wreaths on a command hook on the wall in my children's playroom. Now I have a big, beautiful wreath stand, which I love, but I didn't have that for a really long time. All right, I'm going to twist it around. Misty says, not her. She loves her bow making tool. Me too, girl. Katniss says she started at the kitchen table. I was able to run my children out of the playroom, so I didn't have to start at the kitchen table. But, you know, we all start somewhere. Oh, this is super cute. And just like that. That's so pretty. Remember, if you're just joining me, I had a lady yesterday order a big greenery wreath and 6 different seasonal bows to go on it. So how fun is that? All right, friends, I'm getting off. I'm going to let the dog go out. I'm going to refill my water bottle and then knock out some more orders before UPS picks up today at 2. So, wish me luck. Thank you again for hanging out with me. I would love for you to follow along. I am Ashley Greenwood. I'm a former kindergarten teacher turned wreath making, and I would love to teach you how to make beautiful things for your home. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Y'all have a wonderful week. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Bye, TikTok. Bye, Facebook.